Greetings everybody, hope you're all well. Apologies, by the way, if you can hear the sirens going in the background. I'm not quite sure what that is. I live in like a small English village, town. So the worst case scenario is that a young man, potentially in a hoodie, has a can of shandy and is sat on the village green. So they've sent the entire area's SWAT units in. SWAT unit, by the way, is just a guy with a wooden baton. Maybe not even wood. I don't know if we've got the budget for that, but yeah, so apologies if you can hear the siren going in the background. Now, another thing that potentially may shock you, even more than the crime wave that's happening outside my house, is, and I want you to prepare yourselves this, I almost want to do this in the old style of White Boy 7th Street or T Martin when they used to do a Call of Duty reveal. Because this is shocking news. Absolutely shocking. And you really, if I remember correctly, you had to really overhype it, like, and then just like, oh my god, guys, you will not believe the news I've heard, and this is huge, and I haven't heard this from anywhere else. But all right, you guys need to just understand. This isn't 100% confirmed, but this is like, to me, I heard this, and I am blown away. I am truly blown away. This is just huge news. They would go on like that for about 5 to 6 minutes. And then tell you something like a new Call of Duty was coming out next year. Something we already knew, like FIFA was going to come out again. Shock horror, we kind of already knew that. Diablo 4 is going to be announced at BlizzCon. Yeah, it's shockingly, and I say this with air quotations, I literally have my hands in the air doing air quotations, that a German magazine has, damn you idiots, have accidentally let it slip that Diablo 4 is going to be coming out, and they're probably going to announce it at BlizzCon. Oh, you crazy guys, just leaking it accidentally. What a shock. Yeah, anybody that still believes that anything gets leaked accidentally nowadays is just having a laugh. It just doesn't happen. Even if we go all the way back to, let's say, Wrath of the Lich King. All the information leaked for that, everything. There was a big reason for that. People were bored at the end of TBC. You only need to go to Preacher's channel and watch. There's a video taking the piss out of it, where Preacher sat there and he's like, I'm done playing World of Warcraft. Not going to play it ever again. No thanks. Not interested. And this is meant to be after TBC. This is the very end of TBC. He's like, I've been playing this for years. I'm not interested now. And Ghosty throws a ball or something at him, and he goes, what? Not even if it's Arthas? And Preacher's like, alright, let's go to the shops and buy it. And that's exactly what happened. If you were there around that time, you'll know that a lot of people got very bored. They left. Games like which I went to, I love Warhammer Online. Games like that, huge. Loads of people were just looking for the next thing. They all jumped on stuff like that. Servers were packed. The launch of Warhammer Online was insane. There were so many people playing it. And then literally all this leaked information came out. And everybody knew it was going to happen. And everyone was like, peace out. Laters, I'm off to watch BlizzCon. All this has to be confirmed. This is insane. This is nuts. And then the game died several years later. But that's not World of Warcraft, Warhammer Online, sadly. And that's the kind of thing they're doing. So that's where these sort of leaks come from. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to get, let's say, maybe an Overwatch 2 leak come out. Maybe a new IP leak. Oh, we've got something in the works. Don't forget, back in January, J.M. Black turned around and said, we have got more IPs in the work right now than we've ever had previously. Ever. We have got so many. It's insane. Paraphrasing there, wasn't exact. But basically, they have tons of games, tons of IPs in the works. So I'm sat thinking, well, what could they possibly be? Now, obviously, we've got the next World of Warcraft coming out. We know that's going to come. We know that's happening. We know supposedly 9.0 and they're on. There's a lot of work going into this. It's all change, which is interesting. Now that's generally just going to bring the numbers back up. That's to break even, because a lot of people have left in BFA. A lot of people are not interested in BFA. But we have World of Warcraft Classic. So what they could announce is that they're looking at the Burning Crusades next. Once the end of the current cycle, the current content drops, words are difficult, then TBC could be coming out. Ooh, that would get the hype train going. Then you've got Diablo, obviously Diablo 4. There will be no mention of Immortal or I think any mobile phone games at all. Even though I secretly believe that that is where most of the development is going. That's all of these new IPs that are coming out. That's where they're going. But I don't think you'll hear any mobile phone games at BlizzCon unless it's kind of done in jest. This is going to be a very, I can't think why, Western-focused BlizzCon. This is an attack on the fans, but in the attack of the style of Hearts and Minds. This is winning people back now, and this is where these leaks start, where you start getting people interested in a narrative that's not, shall we say, Eastern focused. Blizzard want to bring this back and we go, oh look, we're games, we know these things happened, but you know, we want to, our focus now is going forward and being the company that we want to be, and that's just making good games. That's what they're going to come out and say, regardless of whether there's protests or anything else. They're going to say, this is what we want to do, this is where our focus is going to lie, and we're super excited about everything we've got coming out. I reckon there'll be, as I say, if there's not Overwatch 2, I think there'll be new characters, new maps, blarp, and then probably a teaser trailer or something. And probably a teaser, not even a trailer. I think there'll be some sort of sneaky reveal, you know, just like black screen and then like Overwatch 2 comes up and then it's like fades out with some music, some quirky thing in the background. You know, maybe Junkrat opening a vault and there's Overwatch 2 copy there. Something like that, or there'll be the full reveal for it. I wouldn't be surprised. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they do some sort of StarCrafty thing, because that's something that's always left alone. They don't really touch it, but it's a huge fan favourite. So potentially they could dust that off, as I say, another little teaser, something like that. Heroes of the Storm, I don't think they've got the staff to do anything for that. So I think that's just, and they've kind of stepped away from it, so I think that'll just tick over. Yeah, as I say, I think it's just going to be full-on teasers. They are literally going to pin us down. If you guys have seen Clockwork Orange, where he's there, he's got his eyes pinned open, he's been forced to watch this screen, that's going to be us. That's going to be what Blizzard want for BlizzCon. It's going to be full-on, just beating it in your face, and then bang, full-on Bukkake, immersion. That's it. Just take it. Take it, and just, this is what we want to talk about now. So that's where I think we're going to be. I think we're going to be faced with these leaks. I think we're going to get more of these to try and build the hype and the anticipation for BlizzCon a little bit more. And I wouldn't be surprised, or I wouldn't. Words are difficult. I would be very interested, is what I wanted to say, in seeing what the numbers are for virtual tickets, because I guarantee you, and I don't know this with any certainty, but this is my gut feeling, is that the virtual tickets are down. And if that's the case, you will see a lot of these leaks coming out. You will see a lot of leaks. Now, don't get me wrong, some people will buy the virtual ticket because they want to hopefully see drama. They want to be there at all the panels when hopefully something's going to kick off. You'll get people that want to do that. But in my household, we normally guaranteed every year have 2 BlizzCon tickets. We haven't this year. We're not getting them. We're not interested in the virtual. 1, the rewards, I think, are pants. 2, I'm just not interested this year. So yeah, that's 2 gone, and I imagine I am not the only one, or we are not the only people that feel like that. So it'd be very interesting to see, and I think the lower the numbers, the more hype we're going to see, the more leaks that are going to come out. And to finish up with this, I guarantee you, Mortal Kombat was huge. I don't think people realise how massive Mortal Kombat was when it came out. And I'm talking about X, the new one that came out. Apologies, it's not the right number, but that was huge. It sold an absolute ton. It's one of the reasons Riot are getting into fighting games now, because they have a huge pool of characters and they want to do fighting games. I believe Blizzard are going to do the same thing. I think if they come out with a new IP, it is going to be a fighting game using their host of characters, and I think that's where they'll go. I wouldn't surprise me as well if there is an animated series, exactly like Riot have done. There tends to be a lot if they know about what each other are working on. You've only got to look at Respawn Entertainment when they were doing Titanfall, and then all of a sudden the next announced Call of Duty was going to have jetpacks in. It was going to be very futuristic. It was designed to head off any threat from Respawn and Titanfall. So I think Blizzard will be doing the same thing. So it would not surprise me if we do come out with a fighting game and they come out with an animated series and, you know, some update to Hearthstone just to kind of jazz everything up. Because their back catalogue now is very old and dusty. And they need to start picking it up. They need some new blood injected in there. And politics aside, they need to win the fans back. This is a developer that realistically hasn't produced anything that's really caught the imagination in a long time. Let's be honest about this. What are people psyched about? Warcraft 3 Reforged and World of Warcraft Classic. Stuff from their way back catalogue. They might as well dig out the Lost Vikings. Oh god, let's not give Jay and Black any ideas. Oh, I could see a new Lost Vikings mobile phone game coming out. Here's a tip for you, Blizzard. Here's my parting words. This is the first BlizzCon that I'm going to be watching, not as a fan, but as an observer. There is no IP that you have right now that I'm super excited about. Even Classic, you've tainted for me because of what's currently going on in BFA. This is the first one I'm watching where I'm actually interested in the information you're telling me, and I'm not just going to get blindly hyped about it. And I think that's a position a lot of people are coming into this BlizzCon. I think a lot of people that were very passionate Blizzard fans, and as I say, I count myself among that group, are looking at this now with a true, okay, show me what you got. Show me why you deserve my loyalty, my interest, my faith. It's going to be a tough one for Blizzard. I wonder if they can live up to it. Have a good one, everybody. I'll talk to you later.